All you got to do is use these incredible nutritional products, which there's a few of them, okay? And you drink the Formula One twice a day, and it cuts your appetite down. It makes you feel wonderful. And there's 3 incredible flavors: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. Which one would you like to get started on? Now, you may not want to make it quite that easy, but the closer you can get to that, the better it's going to be, okay? Now, Dr. Larry May came up, and he gave an incredible presentation, didn't he? Wasn't it great? Now, I didn't bring Dr. May with me here today to teach you how to do your presentation. The reason we brought Dr. May here today was to give you lots of information on the product, so as you as a distributor would be extremely confident that these are the most incredible products in the world. And the reason that we need you to feel that way is because when you talk to someone, it's what's in your eyes and what's in your heart that people feel. Because it's not so many times what you say about the product that's important. It's how you feel about what you say about the products that's important. And that's what people get jacked up about. And that's why it's always been the company's motto: use the products first, wear the buttons second, and start talking to people about the business. Because if you believe in the products, okay, everything else is going to follow from there. You're going to get lots of customers. A lot of them are going to become distributors. They're already going to be great distributors because they feel confident about the product and they can go. So I'm going to give you this little example here, okay? And this is nothing to take away with Dr. May's presentation. We do this on purpose to get you guys what I call herbalized, so you feel strength about everything that you're going to go through with different customers. And we want you to have that confidence with every customer that you have, because it's that confidence, it's that way you look at them, it's that way you feel about what you're saying to them that makes them feel so confident about getting on the product and trying to lose their weight one more time, okay? The only difference in this one is this time it's going to work. Now, just to show you an example of this, let's just say do you think that if Dr. May did a presentation with a number of people that he did here today, that he could get somebody on the product? Of course. Okay, there's no question about it. He could get people out, a lot of people onto the product, okay? But here's the problem with it, okay? Let's watch him now. He becomes a distributor. And let's say he goes out and he does this presentation, which takes an hour, okay? And he sold someone $100 worth of product, and it's taken a whole hour. But he does this all day long, 10 hours a day, and he's making $7,000 a month retailing the product, okay? And he's doing it very successfully. Now, Mary's one of his customers who's all jacked up about the product, and she's lost 25 kilos, and she heard the incredible presentation that he did, and everybody on Mary's block is asking her, what's the story on the product? And she says, well, you know, I think I'm going to become a distributor. I'm going to call up the doctor who sold it to me, and I'm going to ask him what I'm supposed to say, and I'll probably be able to get you some, right? So then she gets back together with Dr. May, and she says, Dr. May, what do I do when I go out and I tell my customers about the product? And he goes, let me explain to you exactly what I explained to you last time, which took approximately 1 hour. We all need the herbal botanicals and the herbs and the drink and the thing and the mop and the meat and the mop. And he goes on for an hour, and as he's going along, this poor housewife is going, oh my goodness, no wonder he makes $7,000 a month. He's extremely educated. He's gotten a lot of training classes. He knows a lot about the product. No wonder he makes so much money. Quite frankly, I don't think I can be like him. I don't want to go through that much training. I don't have that much time. This is not for me. So we want Dr. May to get you jacked up as an individual, to get excited for the strength, to be able to look someone in the eye, to say Herbalife is the greatest, okay? But when you come to do your presentation, you don't need to do that much. All you got to do is really be excited about the stuff and say, when someone asks you about your button and they say, well, listen, how do you lose weight? And you say, this, and this is a perfect line. This is the Mark Hughes line. You might want to write this down. Someone says to you, how? And I go, you're not even gonna believe it. Okay? Let's write that down. Let's try it all at once. Someone asks it on your button, because your immediate reaction is very important, right? They say, because if they say, well, how do you lose weight? You go, well, I don't know. It's this shaken tablet. This is not a good idea, okay? Because they're not going to believe in your excitement and your strength and your level of excitement of the product. So when they ask you about the product, your initial reaction is very important. So they say, hey, how do you lose weight? And you say, God, you're not even going to believe it. It's this incredible product called Herbalife. It's so amazing. I got on the product and lost 16 pounds. And all I had to do that is, because it's all this nutrition stuff that's in there, is I drank these 2 shakes a day that are jam-packed full of proteins and everything, and took these tablets 3 times a day, which I got the herbs and all the minerals and all the things that make you feel hungry. And it comes in 3 incredible flavors: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. Which one would you like to drink? Now, who can do that? Everybody. See, that's what's important. You want a business that everybody can do it. So whether you do it exactly the way that I did or a little bit different, what the concept is you don't want to say a lot, okay? You want to keep your presentation to 25% of the presentation on the product, 75% giving them confidence about what you've lost and what other people have lost, and your confidence and your conviction and how you feel about the products, okay? And then that way, when they start wanting to become a distributor of the company, and you show them how much you make on retail in the product, and all you're saying is shakes and 3 tablets a day, and eat what you want and cut back and give me the money and I'm getting rich, they'll all want to do it too, because they're going to say, hey, if that's all I got to do and that's all I got to say, that's simple enough for me to do it, I'll sign up. And that's what you want, duplication. Because in a business like this, you can only make so much with your own mouth. What you want is lots of mouths who are saying the same things that you're saying. And you can duplicate yourself through your efforts, and you can start building your royalty override check and eventually your production bonus check, which we'll talk about later. Does that make sense? So I want to just give you a couple of tips on why I think retail is so important, okay? Because retail is really the cornerstone of the company. Don't think that you're just going to come into the company and recruit a zillion people and then everybody's going to get rich, okay? You can certainly recruit a lot of people and sell people $4,000 orders, and your people sell people $4,000 orders, and so on. And you may get some momentum going on for a short period of time, okay? And you get that false income going on. But if the whole group, if that's all they're doing and they're not selling the actual product to the customer, and someone's not eating it and then coming back the next month and eating it, they're not all going to keep selling that 4,000 and rebuying it. And in the minute the recruiting slows down to any degree whatsoever, the thing's going to crash just like this. There's no reason why a check shouldn't go up every single month as long as the entire organization is selling the product at retail. So here's a couple of things that I believe very strong in retail, okay? And why you should do retail. Number one, I like to get my new distributor selling the products immediately, because this is where they can put their money in their pocket now. And that's very exciting, because most businesses, you can't start a business and put money in your pocket now. I mean, even if you're going to start a little tiny beauty salon, okay, here in Korea, how much would it cost to open up just a little beauty salon? But probably around 20,000 US, you convert that into wons, okay? And, if you were to do that, the first thing is they got to get a big sign on there. They got to hire an accountant to set up their books. They got to have employees. They got to have inventory. They got to do all this stuff that you don't have to do as an Herbalife distributor, right? And they're not putting that money in their pocket every day. When those first customers are coming in, they're paying for their overhead. When those customers are keep coming in, they're paying for their inventory. When they keep doing it, they're paying for all the lawyer expenses for getting the company started. So this is like, for me, okay, I call Herbalife, it's the average person's best chance of starting their own business, because here, you don't have to manage your inventory. You don't have to manage any employees. You don't have to do the books for everybody, okay? You don't have to do all the things you do in a normal business. All you got to do here, which is incredible, is use the products, feel great about them, sell the products, get people in the company, get them to the training classes, and duplicate yourself, and we'll manage the inventory, and we'll manage your check, and we even help manage your organizations and do part of the training classes for you, and we develop the products for you. This has got to be the most unbelievable business that there's ever been in business history. It's simply amazing.
Cut it right there. Jerry Cooper, Active World Team. Been in the business 5.5 years. Understood early on that you don't have to say everything what's in the product. You don't have to know every ingredient. You don't have to know every single detail about what every single milligram of each amount of whatever is in what. I just knew that you had to have a little bit of knowledge, and you had to project what you feel about the products on the people. And when you do that, people feel you rather more than they hear you, because if you're excited about it, people are going to be like, yo, I want to be a part of it. What is that? Why do you feel so good? Why are you ripped up? I see you getting results. I see you getting gains. You losing that weight. Your booty getting bigger. Your waist getting more snatched. What's up? How can I be on it? Right? People will feel you more than they hear you. Mark Hughes is talking about that. Whoa. Mark Hughes is talking about that. The GOAT, the creator, the founder. It was going down. Putting money in your pocket now, very important, especially for the new distributor, because the confidence builds when you get the new distributor money, rather than if you have them sign up and you're like, yeah, this is what I've been doing, this is the vision that I got, and then you're not able to help that person make money immediately. It's kind of discouraging at the beginning. People will go through that. Some people will go past that and still stick with it. Some people may get turned off immediately because of what they might expect. So get money in people's pockets now. Speaking about getting money in people's pockets now and new distributors, we have a lot of promotions going on right now. Do you guys know about the promotions? Raise your hand if you know about the promotions and how to qualify. Raise your hand if you don't know how to qualify. Yeah, Marcus, you don't know. Quit lying. It's all right. That's why we're going on the call now. So for you guys that are watching this call now, for those who are going to watch this in the future, this is the call that's going to explain the promotions that's happening right now. Basically giving you more incentive to do what you was already going to do anyway. You was already going to retail. You was already going to sponsor distributors. You was already going to sponsor preferred members, right? So now they're saying, hey, for doing what you were already going to do, it's kind of like giving allowance, right? Kind of giving kids allowance for getting good grades. You should already be getting good grades. That's what you should already be doing. You don't need allowance for that. But, hey, you know what? We're going to reward you because you're doing a good job. That's the same thing with Herbalife. You guys should already be recruiting these people, but we're going to give you an incentive to do more of that. So when you do more of that, you'll start to qualify for events. You'll start to sit VIP. You'll start to hang with the higher level echelon Herbalife members. You'll start to hear more bars. You'll start to sponsor more people. You'll start to make more money, right? So the more you do, essentially, the more money you'll make, the more impact you'll make. So let's get into that real quick. 1 second. Let me share my screen with y'all. Boom. All right, let me move this over here. The Rise and Fall promotion. Build on your success and end 2019 on a high note. So, who can qualify? every Herbalife distributor, brand new person to all the way to active royal team, all the way to president's team, everybody can qualify. What you will get is this bag that turns to a backpack, to a duffel bag, or is it two? Not sure. I'm finding this out with you guys right now. I just read the qualifications. How to qualify. Increase your total documented volume from your baseline. So your baseline is basically the number that you did in the month, right? So August is the baseline month. So for you to find out the volume that you did in August, go in your My Herbalife, look at my volume, go back 2 months, last month, and whatever that number is, you're going to have to increase that volume if you're not a supervisor by 500 volume points. 500 volume points more than what you did in August to qualify you for this promotion 3 months in a row. So, and if you're a supervisor, you have to increase your baseline volume from August 1,000 volume points from that 3 months in a row for you to qualify. And then how to claim your rewards. It'll be added to your next personal consumption or retail inventory after the qualification is confirmed. So you don't even have to worry. You don't even have to go in there and be like, hey, like I did it. You feel me? It's already going to be added. All you have to do is qualify. So for example, for those who are visual learners, right? This is for the person that's a non-supervisor, right? Non-supervisor right here. So in August, you did 600 total volume points in August. You got you 6 clients. They all got on the shake, tea, cellulose, and multivitamin, 100 volume points right there, or 600 volume points. So now in September, this month right now, you did 1,200. That's 600 more, but you only need 500 more to qualify. So they did 600 over. In October next month, you did 1,100, which is exactly 500. And then in November, you did 650, which is over 500. You qualify for this backpack, duffel bag situation. Awesome. If you're not a supervisor. If you are a supervisor, same thing. For example, you did 1,600 in August. You do 2,750 or 750 in September, which is 1,000 more, 1,050 more, or 1,150 more. You did 2,600 in October, which is 1,000 more. And then in November, you did 2,800, which is 1,200 more. Essentially, all over 1,000. If you're a supervisor or above, you qualify for the bag as well. As you guys can see, I don't know if this is in the way, but the bag right here, right? So 500 more if you're not a supervisor, 1,000 more if you're a supervisor. Must be in good standing with all the company. Boom, you can read that on the website, myherbalife.com. Awesome. Second promotion. We got That's a Wrap promotion. Bet. You see, you get the little, we starting to go into winter. We starting to go into fall. So you got this little flask. That's actually dope. This little flask thermos situation. And you also get this dope little cover for you guys that like Netflix. You can earn your Netflix and chill with this. You know what I'm saying? For those who like to cuddle up, get your ice cream going on, whatever, your hot apple cider, whatever y'all like to drink during the wintertime, whatever. You can have a Herbalife Nutrition blanket right there, right? Qualification period, August 1st. So this actually started last month between August and December, right? How do you qualify? Sponsor 2 or more distributors, 2 or more new distributors. So this is Frontline, obviously, if you're sponsoring them. Frontline distributors between August and October. Have them sponsor them between August and October. Boom, that's the first part. 2 people. Second part is have them qualify for DAP. Does anybody not know what DAP is? Raise your hand if you do not know what DAP is, or type in the chat if you do not know what DAP is, and then I'll be able to explain that. But also, again, you can go on myherbalife.com to find out what DAP is. So have 2 people qualify for DAP. If you have 2 people qualify for DAP, you will qualify for the flask. Who is this in the chat? Reminder, please. Jorge, great question, because I know not only you did not know what DAP was, right? It's all right. It's cool. So DAP is when you sponsor a distributor, a frontline distributor, and you have that person do 500 volume points 3 months in a row. So what is it? September. Say you sponsor somebody this month. September, 500 volume points. October, 500 volume points. November, 500 volume points. That is DAP. So 500 volume points 3 months in a row for the brand new distributor that you sponsored. That is DAP. So now you get 2 people to do that. You'll qualify for this. And you already know if you qualify for DAP, you qualify for the extra little prize that come with just simply the DAP promotion. So that's you right there. Gift card or credit towards you staying at a certain kind of hotel. I forget what it is, but yeah, you can also look that up on the internet or on myleft.com. DAP. So this is between August and October, so you have until next month to sponsor 2 people, but you still have unlimited time after that. I'm not going to say unlimited. You can look at the rules. You still have time after that, obviously, because that's not enough time for you to have them do the DAP after the qualification period. But the qualification period for you to sign them up is in, or it ends in October, right? Bet. Next promotion. Hella promotions going on. That's crazy. Motivate and activate promotion. So this is not for distributors specifically. This is for your preferred members. But because you have your preferred members do stuff, you'll end up getting stuff. So August 1st through December 31st of this year is the qualification period. How to qualify. Sponsor 2 new preferred members. Everybody knows what a preferred member is, right? Right? We should all know what preferred members are. Let me scroll through. Nobody else got that video on. If you do not know what a preferred member is, type in the chat. We can talk about it. Sponsor 2 new preferred members. Motivate them to qualify for any ongoing preferred member promotion during the qualification period. So what this is basically saying is, I'm not about to get into it right now because you guys are all independent distributors. There's promotions going on for preferred members that's currently happening right now. They have to do a certain amount of volume points in X amount of time. That's going on right now for them. So because they have their promotion going on, if you have them go for their promotion, 2 brand new people, you will qualify for all this goodie stuff over here. Not the iPhone. I guarantee not the iPhone. not the makeup. You probably just get the 2 bags, or the 3 bags, which is awesome. Go for everything. Qualify for everything. If it's within your capability, because everything was within your capability, go for it. It's going to be awesome. You'll be able to start to build your business this way and actually get great stuff going on inside of it. Start to make more money, more impact, all that great stuff. Boom, done. Promotions is done. Like I said, you can look that up on myherbalife.com, and it's going to be awesome. Check it out. We just got back from Bridget's grand opening. Hey, Boost Nutrition, it was dope. So shout out to the gang that everybody was out there to support her. That was super awesome. I know that most of you guys are not in her downline. So for the simple fact that we was able to come together as a team, support, get behind the bar, make shakes, recruit people, hand out flyers and not hot ass sun, stand on the corner and dance to get people to come in on the corner, talking to random people in the parking lot, all that good stuff. That's just a great show of teamwork. And when you guys start to open up your nutrition club, cafe, fitness, whatever, right? Whenever you start to open up, regardless of what it's going to be, the team will be there for you because you put out for the team. You see what I'm saying? That's how we're going to rock out. That's how it's going to be. Regardless if you're that person's sponsor, if they're your sideline, if they're your downline, show up for that person like you will want your team to show up, because you got to do the things first. You have to be first in your organization to do it. And then when you start to build that culture, your people will only know that. So shout out to the gang as a whole, you guys, for showing up for Bridget. Shout out for Bridget for taking the initiative to say, you know what, I'm going to go open up a club. I'm about to do this and that. I'm about to talk with the city. I'm about to fight with Travis. I'm about to fight with hella people. You know what I'm saying? To open that club. It was super dope. If you didn't get to go, for the people that's not on the call, if you didn't go, or if you're watching this in the future, definitely check her club out, Boost Nutrition in San Luis Obispo, California. California Boulevard. I don't know the exact address. You can ask Bridget. Follow it on Instagram. It's super dope. The countertops is really nice. I like it. Jorge says he's next. We'll be there to support you. You already know. Reach out. Talk to Jerry. Whatever the case is. It's going to be awesome. Other than that, LDW is coming up. Make sure you get your ticket. The early bird prices are now gone. They've been gone because they were gone in October, or they were gone in August. Make sure you get your LDW ticket now for $90 this month. this month, get it for 90, because if you wait in October next month, it'll be like 130 or something like that. So there's no point in paying for 130 when you can just get it now and pay the 90. It's going to be in San Francisco. Stephen Crawford is going to be speaking. I forget the other lady's name. She's an I believe that she's a 15K executive president's team. I believe that's what it said. I'm not exactly sure. But Stephen is on his way to Prez. That's personally one of my homies inside of Herbalife. So I know he's going to bring it up. I actually never heard him speak, but it's going to be dope. Other than that, this call is going to be shorter today just because, we was all doing stuff. We was all supporting Bridget and everything like that. Does anybody got anything they want to say? Any questions about anything? Because if not, we got to get busy. Oh, numbers. Bridget, I know that you wanted to know, and I'm sure that everybody else wants to know the numbers. Let me see really quick. I haven't run them yet. Let me run them now.
I'm still entering stuff from today, so it's not going to be that.
Oh, okay. No worries. But just as an overview for you guys, we definitely are doing more than we have as an organization up to this point in as far as what we're trending, just based upon obviously Bridget having the club, but also other people putting in work as well. Looking at it right now for the total documented volume of what it would be, we're not at exactly half, considering this is the 15th of the month. We're just a smidge below half for our first cut global expansion team. So for all you guys that are supervisors, an easy way to look at that is like, yo, let me go for my 2,500 cut. Let me get new preferred. Let me go for those promotions that I just talked about. Let me get some more people to come with me to the event and qualify for it, because if they qualify for it, obviously they're doing volume and such and everything like that. Yeah, so that's that. If you need me, call me. You guys already know. Other than that, I'm going to see you guys. Let's get to it. Hit me up.